Hey everybody, it's Ashley Rhianne, and we're here today for a really strong, awesome workout focusing on the core. I hope you get ready. Everything's going to be on the mat, so you don't need any props. So let's just get ourselves prepared to lie down. So we're going to have our feet sit bone distance apart. Just make yourself comfortable. We're going to start with some breathing. So when you're ready, place your hands on your rib cage. You can close your eyes and take some nice full deep breaths in, feeling the ribs expand to the front, to the side, and into the back. Blowing out through pursed lips to help activate the pelvic floor. And when you're ready, you can place your hands down by your hips. We're going to take a nice deep breath in to lengthen the spine and knit those ribs together as we draw those ribs towards those hips, coming into our first ab prep here. Keep those arms nice and long. Inhale to stay and exhale to roll all the way back down. Taking a nice deep breath in, lengthening all the way to the tops of those ears. And when you're ready, fold those ribs towards those hips. Tuck the chin and coming all the way up. We inhale to stay and exhale, we roll all the way back down. If your head is feeling like it has a bit of tension, you can interlace your fingers. You can have a really heavy head just resting in your hands and have your elbows at a 45 degrees. Just making sure to always seek length when we're coming into that ab prep. Always folding up to stay with one breath in and then always releasing down, trying to lengthen the spine as you lie all the way back down. We're going to transition into our toe taps. So whenever you're ready, we're going to knit those ribs together. Place your hands nice and long down by your side. You can have an imprinted spine. Inhale to lift that right leg up and exhale to put that foot back down. We're going to draw our attention over towards the left, trying to keep the pelvis nice and stable. If you can do this in a neutral spine, that would be even better. But if you need that little bit of added protection for your back, please feel free to go into that imprinted spine. So always remembering when we're doing our toe taps that we're only moving from the hip. The angle of the knee does not move. We're using the lower abdominals to scoop to help lift that leg into the air. And we're going to be lowering the leg with the same amount of concentration into those abdominals. We're going to go into our double legs. Whenever you're ready, float your right leg and then your left leg into the air. Take a nice deep breath in, moving right from the hip. We're going to touch that right toe down, coming all the way back up. We're going to go over to the left and we're just going to go back and forth a few times, really focusing on keeping that really stable pelvis, feeling the abdominals work to help extend that leg and then pull that leg right back into tabletop, keeping that ankle nice and extended. We're going to do a few more here, making sure we're breathing. Let's flex our feet, knit those ribs, and let's touch that right heel down. Exhale to bring it up. And the left leg and up. So this one's a little bit harder because you're going to have to seek the floor a little bit more because we're going down to our heel. So again, if this hurts your back, please just modify as necessary. You don't need to touch the floor. We're going to do a little combo here. So let's interlace those fingers, place our heavy head in our hands, take a nice deep breath in to prepare, and on the exhale, let's fold those ribs towards hips. We're going to hold in our ab prep as we touch the right toe down and the left. Flex the feet for the right heel down and the left. Right toe down. Now the left. Keep seeking the length in the neck and that right heel. You're doing awesome. This is really challenging. Right toe down and left toe down. Flexing the feet. Lovely. You're almost done. Right toe down and the left. Flex the feet. Lovely. Let's take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, let's fold those knees towards the chest. Let's just roll it out to release the lower back. So when you're ready, we're going to come into our double legs. So let's knit those ribs together. Take a nice deep breath in to prepare. And on the exhale, let's tap those toes down. We're going to come and flex our feet now. So we're going to work within those Nice pointed toes, and then flexing the feet, always making sure that we're moving right from those lower abdominals. We're going to stay in the level 1 position. If you want to challenge yourself, you can come into your level 2, which is folding those ribs closer towards those hips, always making sure that we're looking over the knees, always lengthening from the top of that neck, and really focusing on that hinge right from that hip crease to really engage those lower abdominals. Try to do this if you can in a neutral spine, but if you need to come into that imprinted position, please feel free just to protect your back. And let's bring both knees to chest. Let's just rock those hips side to side. Let's release the tension in the neck by just rolling your head. And let's come back into our tabletop position. We're going to still keep with this tabletop position, but we're going to extend those legs slightly away from you. So this time we're going to actually be opening through the knees, and we're going to focus again on that hip hinge. So we're going to lengthen through the tops of those toes as we extend those legs away from the body, and then connecting with those lower abdominals to bring those knees back into that tabletop position. Again, if you want to increase the difficulty, you can come up into your level 2 position, folding those ribs towards those hips, looking over those knees, really focusing on that torso stability, making sure that we keep that chin tucked a little bit. You almost want to give yourself like a little double chin to keep extending through that top vertebra. This gets hard pretty fast, so just modify as you need to, take breaks. We're going to leave those legs extended, keep the big toes together, and we're going to open the knees out to the side to make a little bit of a diamond shape. So now we're also challenging the inner thighs because we're adding some external and internal rotation. So again, you can do this in your level 1 position if it's easier. If you want to keep challenging yourself, you can hold yourself in level 2, focusing on really opening those knees out to the corners of the room and then drawing those knees back together. Beautiful job. Come right on your back. Release the back by rolling side to side. Bring those knees to chest. Always remembering to breathe. Beautiful. We're going to come back to that position. We're going to flex our feet. We're going to turn our knees out towards the side. We're going to come into a variation of frog. So here we're focusing on drawing those heels towards the body. Taking a nice deep breath in to prepare. On the exhale, we're going to zip those inner thighs in together, pointing the toes. At the very end, inhale, flexing the feet, opening those knees towards the armpits, and exhale to extend nice and long. Beautiful. Inhale, draw those heels in towards the torso, and exhale, extend right from the ankle to zip those inner thighs in together. Let's do this a few more times. Again, if you want to come into your level 2 position, this is definitely a lot harder, so please just pick your modification as you need to. We're going to come into beats, and next time you extend those legs nice and long, we're going to clap those legs together into 3 quick little pulses. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, straight line, inner thighs clap together. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale. And exhale, extend those legs. 1, 2, and 3. And let's release the back. Good job. And when you're ready, we're going to open our arms into a nice T position. Legs are back into that tabletop. Again, you can work in a neutral spine here. If you want to come into an imprint, it's up to you. We're going to inhale. We're going to drop the knees. Keep those knees stacked. We're going to come over towards the right, pressing down into the left hand. Inhale to come right up through center, focusing on the abdominal connection. And on the exhale, the knees are going to drop over towards the left, keeping the right shoulder, right palm of the hand connected to the floor. Inhale, scooping through the belly, coming right through that midline. Have a quick peek at your legs and make sure that those knees are stacked, that the bottom knee is not sliding out from underneath that top leg. Keep them super glued together. Keep that connection in the palms. Those ribs are knitting together and you're not popping through that rib cage as you press down through the palms. I know it's really easy to do, but just try to stay really focused and really stable. Let's extend that top leg as we bring the leg over towards the right. bending that top leg as we come through center, and as we rotate to the left, we're going to extend that top leg. So we're adding a little bit of a longer lever here, so you're going to have to work a little bit more through that core stability to keep everything moving in one long line, making sure that your leg just don't fall over to the side. There's a lot of work and strengthening here. Lovely job. Let's go over towards the left. Extend that top leg and coming right back through center. Quick release of the back. And when you're ready, we're going to prepare ourselves to come into our single leg stretch and then into our scissors. So just get yourself nice and comfortable on your mat. Just reposition yourself as you need to. Let's draw that right knee in towards the chest. We're going to extend that left leg on a nice long diagonal, fold those ribs towards the hips. We're going to inhale to prepare, and we're going to do a double exhale as we pull the knee in towards the body, extending the opposite leg. We always inhale right through center, double exhale. The second exhale is meant for you to draw that knee even closer in towards the body as you fold those ribs closer towards those hips. The inside hand comes to the knee, the outside hand comes to seek the ankle or the side of the foot, whatever you can reach best. Let's extend both legs up, coming into scissors. Double exhale as we pull one leg closer towards the body, extending the other leg. We always inhale right through center, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Again, focusing on that rib to hip connection. This is super intense, so just go as you can. Take breaks as you need. We're almost done. Lovely. And let's come right back down. Knees to chest. Roll it out. Good job. We're going to come into our roll up. So we're going to open our feet about mat width apart. We're going to flex the feet, press those heels into the floor. We're going to extend those arms over the head, making sure that we're not popping through the ribs. Inhale, take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, your eyes follow your hands, then your nose, top of the head. We're going to round forward, try to touch those toes, reach past those feet. Inhale, stacking all the way up, sit bones to the crown of the head. Then we're going to articulate that spine down as we roll back. You might need to adjust your legs a little bit. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Again, making sure that those ribs are knitted together. On the exhale, arms come right above eye level. And we round forward. So the hips are going behind you. Crown of the head is going towards the inside of those feet. And we round back. So thinking about that nice articulation through that spine. Beautiful. Sometimes this is a little bit easier if you have a bit of weight in your hands. It just gives you a little tiny bit more momentum. We always want to work with our muscles, but sometimes having that little bit of weight in the hands just helps people get up and facilitate that movement. All right, are you ready? We're going to do our half rollback series here. So let's get our feet sit bone distance apart. We're sitting right up on those sit bones. So feeling those sit bones really drilling into the floor, crown of the head reaching away, shoulder blades are down. Take a nice deep breath in to prepare. When you're ready, on the exhale, we're going to come and sit into our little sling. So we're going to sit just behind the sit bones, rolling all the way down as far as you can without lifting those feet. Inhale, we're going to come all the way up. And we're just going to bring our weight forward. So coming into that nice forward fold to release through the back. And we're going to stack all the way up. And on the exhale, we're going to again articulate through that spine. So sitting behind the sit bones, rolling vertebra by vertebra as far down as you can, really keeping that connection with the lower abdominals. And then we're going to come up and forward, rounding forward. Inhale to stack all the way up and exhale to roll back. Don't forget the head and the neck. In that half rollback position, let's continue to target those lower abdominals. We're just going to float one foot off the floor, return, and then the other. So keeping that upper body nice and stable. Those arms have lots of energy, reaching forward. And we're sitting just behind those sit bones in that nice little C curve of the lower spine and of the hips. Beautiful. Let's inhale both arms up and press it down. Inhale to rise, exhale to press. So we're moving right from that scapula line. Those ribs are knitting together. This definitely looks easier than it really is. So again, just modify as you need to. And let's come all the way up. Nice little forward fold to release the back. We're going to come into some obliques. So when you're ready, let's come back and let's come back into that half roll back position, focusing on that rib to hip connection. Let's bring both hands towards the chest. We're going to exhale over towards the right. Inhale through center and exhale, focusing on that back elbow. So allow your eyes to follow that back elbow. Your eyes are going to show you where you want to go. All right, coming back to center, we're going to open both arms to the side and fold the elbows to bring the hands back towards the chest. So again, just adding a little bit of different movement through the arms helps challenge the stability. And let's come up. Let's do a nice forward fold, breathing to those back ribs. Let everything go. Take a nice deep breath in and sigh. Excellent. Let's come on to all fours. If you need to fold the mat up just to have a little bit more stability or a little bit of a gentler surface for those wrists, please feel free. We're going to spread those fingers, making sure that we're connecting through the knuckles and the heel of the hand. The knees are behind the hips slightly. We're going to tuck those toes under, lots of buoyancy in those toes. When you're ready, we're going to float those knees off. Make sure that those inner arms are drawing in towards each other. Those ribs are knitting together. And we're just holding and holding and holding. And let's bring those knees down. You can shake out those wrists if you need to. Take a nice deep breath in to prepare. Pull the belly button away from those t-shirts. And let's float those knees off the floor. Again, keeping a nice connection with the hands and with those toes. And let's come all the way back down. When you're ready, let's come up. It only has to be about an inch or two off the floor. It doesn't need to be super high. This is a really challenging position for the abdominal system and the core. And let's shift the weight forward over those hands and coming back. So again, those knees are floating off of the floor. And we're just moving right from the shoulders, opening up slightly through that hip crease as we just shift that weight forward, using the lower abdominals to pull it back in. Beautiful job. Let's open those knees. Let's flip those palms to face the ceiling, coming back into our shell stretch. Take a nice deep breath in to fill up those ribs. And exhale to release. Let's walk our hands over towards the left. Let's stack the right hand on top of the left, opening up through that right side of the body. Nice active press into the floor. Breathing here. And when you're ready, we're going to walk our hands over towards the right, left hand on top. Again, applying a little bit of pressure into the right palm to open up through that left side of the body. And when you're ready, come back to center. And we're going to start by stacking our bones. So starting with the sit bones, tailbone, rolling all the way up to the crown of the head. Let's just come and sit down, cross-legged. Hands on the knees. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to shine that chest forward, lengthen the neck, looking up towards the ceiling, opening through that chest, and then we're going to round back. So really working that back body, slurping those ribs together. Inhale to open, really focusing on that nice extension out of those hips. Allow that head to drop back, and now let's do the opposite. So we're curling up into a little ball, sitting behind those sit bones. Lovely, coming right back. Nice little chest opener here. Rounding back. And coming back to center. Thank you so much. I appreciate you spending time with me, and we'll see you again soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on my videos. I'd hope to see you in class sometime soon.